Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing a 30-minute animation challenge. So I'm going to attempt to make a perfectly looping, semi-polished animation in 30 minutes, which is difficult but not impossible. So let's get started. I have the reference I'm going to be using. It's from Y Judo or YYY Judo, which on TikTok, which is really cool. It is, let's hope I pronounce this correctly, harigoshi, which is a judo throw, obviously. And I love it because it's perfect. It finishes with a roll. So I'm thinking the character that I'm going to animate will do a harigoshi, roll, step forward a little bit, and then take on the next person to do the same throw again, which will be a perfect loop. Now, I'm pretty sure I can do that in the time limit because it's not, it's not going to take too long. It's like a second and a half in real life, so I'm sure I can do that in 30 minutes. I'll be splitting my screen so I can reference this easier. And now it's time for the timer. We're not taking any breaks. We're not cutting any corners with this. It'll be 30 minutes, and I'll give myself 7 seconds just to get from this screen to the next screen. And here we go. We're starting now. Okay, big clock ticking down. That's a little intimidating. Okay, we're gonna have to open a new animation file. Let's do it quick. I always do 1280 by 720. We're gonna do 12 frames per second because that's just gonna work better. Less drawings. Okay, take my reference to the beginning. And let's see how we're gonna do this. I need my pencil tool. Okay. And let's see, our starting position will be right about here. I'm not gonna care about the anatomy either, it's just gonna be what it is. Very quick, these legs, sloppy. Let's see. Shrink it a little bit. Okay. The feet, don't look at the feet. They're just gonna be a little challenged looking. The calf looks backwards, but we don't care because we're on a timer. Let's see. Let's see what the reference here. So you're gonna have to put the arm right about here. The starting pose is going to be super important because we need these characters to come right back to that starting pose afterwards. Okay, drop the shoulder here. And I'm going to see if I could add some color to this, make these like 2 different colored blobs. Which means I won't have to do too much detail work. Okay. Perfect. This is the starting pose. This is what we're getting. And I think I'm going to move it more to the center. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to animate the throw itself first, really quickly, and then I'll handle making it loop in a second. So let's see. Step across. Okay. Usually I would in between this more, like I'd go slower through the footage. Like I would probably animate this part right here, like I'd animate more, but we're not gonna do that because again, 30 minutes. I have 27 minutes left, so we're not gonna play around with this too much. In fact, we're gonna do a smear because those always look good. Yes, good. And just like that, we pretty much have the second frame done. And just as a general rule of thumb, you want to flip through your motion, make sure you like it, because the quality of movement is very important in animation. 25, that's already 25 minutes 50 seconds. We are to move faster. We're gonna plant the foot. I think I'll have it stop right there. That's good. Okay. See, the hips will kind of come around here. Plant the foot. And we're slowly gonna bend this leg. Doing this without reference would be torturous, which I'll probably do that for another video. Just animating straight out of my head. My onion skins are, that's what it is. When I do Ibispaintx, I always add a blank frame at the end, because if you don't, it'll show you the onion, it'll show you this, your first frame, as the onion skin for your last frame, which will come in handy for the looping part, but right now, unnecessary, don't need it, just extra stuff on my screen. I'm just gonna kind of speed through these next few poses really quick. And what's cool too is this second guy, the one that's getting thrown, his position doesn't change too much, so I can just kind of sloppily trace over it for these first few frames. And right now I have like 21 minutes left, so I'm gonna have to speed up if I want to add color. So I'm gonna leave you guys for a minute and just focus. Okay, things are starting to get super messy. I'm trying to pick up the pace. The overall motion looks good so far, but we still have to add color and clarify what the heck is going on with their arms in the middle there. Okay, so 11 minutes left, and still haven't added color, but this is the most important part, the roll. And this is where I start to make this animation loop. Hopefully I have enough time to do this properly. Maybe 30 minutes is too short to do an animation that will actually be 1 second when I'm done with it. That's kind of crazy to think about. Now is where my reference ends and I start animating from my own imagination. I'm going to do a big smear on the legs with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Hopefully I can add color to this, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult to understand with these sketchy lines. Let's see how that looks. Okay, it doesn't look too bad when you play it back, because each frame is only on screen for a millisecond, I suppose. Now we just need to get them back into that starting position. I'm going to stand him up, and I'm going to do an insane smear on his body right now, like super crazy. This whole thing is like that. Ooh, we're getting risky now. That looks like a body, doesn't it? Okay. 6 minutes left, so I'm gonna have to add color like a madman. Let's see. And we're gonna stand him up. Please quickly draw me. Please draw quickly. Okay. Moving forward a little bit, because that was a lot of momentum. I have his hands already kind of in the ready position. Okay. He almost teleports, but whatever. Okay, let's delete this frame now. so we can kind of get back into that starting position. He'll put his foot forward like this. Doing a lot of smears here. He's moving super fast. And he'll have his back foot like this, because he needs to get back into position smoothly. And this is where Ibispaintx whole show you the first frame thing comes in handy, because all you really need to loop something is make the first frame and the last frame the same, or almost the same. I don't think I have time to go into that right now, because I have 5 minutes and like 10 seconds left, so we will cover that in another video. And let's see, his hands are like in ready position. He's coming back. I'm gonna have to adjust his size, like the camera is panning, because I need him to end up back in this position. It looks okay. Now, here's the moment of truth. To get him back to almost like this. Plant the foot. A little straight-footed, not straight-footed, straight-legged there, but we don't care right now. Yeah, we just need a person for him to grab. Maybe a little machine will drop one out of thin air. That'd be very convenient with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Adjust his size a little more, bring him back to the position he's supposed to be in. And then now, I will just straight up just trace this one. Will we have time to add color? Will we? We'll make time. So, I'm gonna hold on this frame for 2. And you know what? His partner will materialize. Maybe he's training in like a ghost realm or something. I don't know. I don't care right now. Okay, so I'm gonna add color. I want to tell you guys about how Ibispaintx works, but I don't have time. Okay, let's see. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, now get a big boy brush. We don't have time to think about it. We're gonna do the gouache. That's good enough. First guy will be... Why am I working on a color right now? I don't have time for that. Blue. That's good enough. And we're just gonna fill him in really nicely. And then I still have to figure out how to make this training partner materialize. Let's see. We'll figure it out when we get there. As long as you can tell what's going on, nothing else matters. And I'm gonna turn my onion skin off because that is distracting right now. It's super distracting. Let's see, 1 minute, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We're just having fun with it today, aren't we? If I had time, I was doing this without a time limit, I'd get fancy and add another layer to add the second color and all that, but we don't care right now. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. Literally 1 minute left. Literally 1 minute left. Notifications and time limits and all that. If we can at least get the blue guy, it'll make everything make more sense. If we can at least get the blue guy, we'll figure the rest out. Maybe his training partner will just appear out of the ground or something. We don't know. We will figure it out. Literally 30 seconds left. I am going crazy fast right now. I'm not even caring about how accurate this is, like I was to begin with. Okay. 16 seconds. Alright, I'm gonna stop looking at the clock. It'll go off when it's done. Okay, come on now. 8 seconds. Okay, running out of time. Ooh, dang it. Let's see, what do we have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were 10 more frames. And this is like the sloppiest animation in history. Okay, I get it. This keeps ringing. Let's go full screen. And let's play this back, I guess. Let's see. Okay. It kind of worked. He throws him over. Hitorigoshi, I think it was. And you can kind of tell what that is. That's an animation in 30 minutes. I mean, that counts. I did it. It's messy, but it has charm to it. And you know what I'm going to do? This doesn't count as animation. I'm going to change it to like... Let's do 14 frames. Let's make it go a little faster. Now it's a little unintelligible. We'll put it back to like, let's try 13. It needs some in-betweens if I'm going to do that. So 12 frames per second. A little satisfying Judo animation of sorts. That was fun, I have to say. I enjoyed it. And, you know, if you want to get into animation, you can see. All you gotta do is just do it. It doesn't take much. You can get a reference. You know, you can take a video of yourself. I learned how to animate by tracing over videos until I understood what I was actually doing. But yeah, super fun. I think I'm gonna finish this one a little bit just because while this video is ending and you're looking at the end screen, I want you to look at least a colored version. I'll make the guy materialize out of thin air. But as far as the challenge goes, this was it. Maybe if I didn't try to make it loop and I just did the Torigoshi by itself, then I could have finished it. Even having just one guy colored would have been fine. Like, you can still kind of tell what's going on. So yeah, honestly, I think maybe 5 more minutes I could have finished the coloring. But I'm proud of that. Now, excuse me for a minute. I'm gonna finish this kind of because it's still sloppy, but you get it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the final animation. I'm going to put up how long exactly this whole thing took me. You saw how much I did in 30 minutes, which, you know, I'd say it's pretty decent. Animation takes a lot of time. This was really sloppy, but if you look, you can see that you could just keep going over and refining this, but getting a general movement doesn't take too long, especially if you're using a reference, and you can go off script a little bit, you know, ad-lib some stuff. Like, I made this guy, like, he's roots and he kind of comes out and he grows. He's like a tree, a judo tree person. It would actually be so cool to make this like a polished like scene, like a real person fighting a tree martial artist or something. That's cool. But that is all for this video. And if you liked it, watch this one that I'm currently recommending to you right now, because this video is sponsored by me and my time. So go ahead, click it right up there, click it.